listening to Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast, presented by Brandon Elliott. This show will be going over all aspects of real estate investing and is intended to educate, motivate, and prepare you to take action on your first or next real estate investment. For more information, please visit BrandonElliottInvestments.com. Thank you for listening and enjoy.
If this is your first time actually listening to us here at Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast, well, welcome. Number one. Number two is make sure that you subscribe so you get the newest notification every single Monday when that new episode drops, wherever you listen to your podcast episodes. All right. So hit that subscribe button. You'll get the newest notification every single Monday. After listening to a few of those episodes, leave that 5-star review, right? If it's a 4-star review, I would be heavily disappointed. All right. But be blunt, be, transparent. Leave that 5-star review. Greatly appreciate all the love, all the support. You guys are amazing. Keep it coming, and super grateful and just filled with gratitude. Look, we just got done Thanksgiving with family, with friends, randomly. I don't know if any other guys listening to this, but if your wife has ever done this to you and said, hey, we're going somewhere else this year, and we're like, cool, we don't need to host all those fun, good things. And then last second, and when I say last second, I mean like a day or two before, was like, actually, hold up, we are going to be hosting here. Congratulations. That was what got spun around to me this time. All good stuff. Was happy and grateful to have all the friends and family over here. It was just one of those funny moments of like, cool, so what do we need to do? And she's like, don't worry, we don't need to do anything. We just need to get this one thing. And I was like, just one thing? And it ends up being like a bunch of things. Luckily, I have the best wife in the world, and she is somebody that goes above and beyond and gets everything done and doesn't expect anybody else to handle anything. And she just handles it like a boss. So super grateful. We had a blessed time. I hope and pray that you guys did as well. And I know it's not easy during the holidays. I truly know this to be true because I saw my mom as I grew up, and my mom struggled with many different things, like we all do, but she struggled with depression, anxiety. During the holidays, she had two of her parents pass away at different times, at different sets of over a course of a few years, but all around the holidays. And during the holidays, even if they, if friends or family members, whatever the pain is that you're going through isn't associated with the holidays, maybe the death in the family or whatever happened, that breakup, whatever it was some other time during the year, the summer, whatever. Going through that first initial holiday without that face, without that person, without whatever, it may be for you, it can stir some things up. And so I just want to acknowledge every single person that's going through something right now. If you are going through something, you're not alone. We're all going through something. But at the end of the day, it's all about communication. Lack of communication can build frustration. It can build anxiety, and we're not meant to do life alone. So I highly encourage you, reach out to somebody, phone a friend, call in, DM, get on a call, get on a Zoom call, meet in person, grab some coffee, do something to get outside of your own bubble. Go outside, go for a walk. Don't turn to isolation. Don't turn to drugs, alcohol. Don't turn to the sinful nature of, trying to bury ourselves, whether it's in food or other sinful nature. So with that being said, I do pray that this holiday season hits you differently and you get an encounter from God that you haven't received yet in such a powerful way. I truly believe if you're listening to this and if it hits home, that God will show up in a powerful way for you this season. So praying to hear God testimonies and God stories from this in the making, like this week as it takes place. So if that's you, feel free to reach out to DM me. You could do so on Instagram. It's Brandon Elliott Investments, or our business page. That's Credit Counseling Elite on IG. Otherwise, let's get to some other updates. Being that the holidays are here, we got some Black Friday specials coming up right here. The season is here. It's coming up. By the time you guys hear this, it is Cyber Monday. However, we're not going to leave you hanging. So I got a special coming up for you. I'm going to take care of you guys. People have been asking. I never do Black Friday specials. I just don't, especially for our main ticket stuff. It's just not needed. I'm not going to sacrifice the quality and the breakthroughs and the blessings that come with it. So it's not needed to sacrifice. And we have a huge pipeline of very serious business owners and people that want to become business owners be able to get up to 500,000 with rates as low as 0% and repeat it every 6 months per person. In addition to that, our bank contacts and just getting that freedom, be able to get the breakthroughs that come with it. We have such a pipeline for it, and our fulfillment team is growing, but it is one of those things we only accept a certain amount per month. And we've been exceeding that each and every month. So what are we going to do? It's like, we don't need to do any crazy specials, but because you've asked for it, because I've had dozens and dozens of people reaching out, DMing me, asking, members, non-members, people that really want something, I got something for you, okay? I got something cooking that I want to be able to give to you guys. But first, let me give you an update as well. I've had several people ask me, what is the update with the ground up construction, Brandon? What's the update? What's going on? Great question. So you may be aware we did get plans and approvals, permits ready to be able to do some ground up construction on 3 properties, 3 ground up construction units we're going to be building. Super stoked for that. And that starts tomorrow. It starts right away. By the time you're listening to this, it is going to be fully in effect. And so we're excited for it. Let me tell you, it has taken much longer and cost much more with permits, with the permit process and everything to get to this point. But how many know that we haven't been called to come this far just to come this far? So we are here at the time of such a great time to be able to lock in, start off December properly, and be able to start this ground up construction project. It should take about 7 to 9 months in total, worst case scenario. My goal is to get it done within 6 months, but that also is, the city complying and getting permits checked off properly, and the weather and our construction team actually rocking and rolling through the process. So with all that being said, be conservative, because as you can tell, I just mentioned, it's taken longer and it's cost more, and we've just gotten to the permit place finally. So it's taken about 2 years and cost close to 150,000 or more. I need to check with my bookkeeper, but crazy situation. So with that being said, we are stoked to finally start breaking ground and start rocking and rolling through everything. And it's going to be very, very beneficial at the end of the day. It's going to be something that it's costing us $300 a square foot to build. It's going to be worth about $900, $950 if we're really, really blessed on it. But we believe God's favor is on it. It's got rooftop decks that are going to be built. It's got ocean views, bay views. It's fireworks each and every night from SeaWorld. Incredible location, incredible blessings that are going to come from it. It's going to be brand new. I mean, we're stoked for that. So be on the lookout. We'll have some different invites if anybody's local or wants to fly in, that we can show the property, we can show the process. We currently have the main house that is on that parcel rented out. We just rented that out for long-term rentals just a couple weeks ago, and we are doing the same thing with all of our properties right now. We are converting our short-term rentals into long-term rentals because of the market, because of the conditioning, because of marketing in general, because of the teams that we've hired on the past weren't keeping up with those things and kind of dying out, and the oversaturation within the market, that we have been converting over to long-term rentals to bleed less and to gain more consistency and less headache. So we're excited for that. A New Jersey property is listed under contract within 24 hours, and that one should be selling and getting finalized on the 12th, which we're grateful and blessed for that one as well. So we are focusing more of our time and energy out here in San Diego, as well as really adapting with the market so that we can better serve our folks and our investments, as well as our ministry here within Credit Counseling Elite, and what we have going on and the breakthroughs that are coming from it and the financial blessings that are upon it. So yeah, with that being said, it's an incredible season, holiday season. We got one more month until 2026. Come on, it's going to be epic. I do have a question for you. And if you are taking notes and writing things down, I encourage you to write this down and ask yourself this question. How was 2025? How was it? How was it for you? How was the good? How was the bad? Like ask yourself this, what worked well and what worked not so well? What didn't go as planned? What fell off track? I think it's very, very important, specifically right around this time. We like to start thinking about it even the last quarter, because the first 3 quarters are everything. And then afterwards, like the final quarter is just finishing it out strong and planning for the next. And so we have our leadership team flying in here to San Diego this coming week. Friday, Saturday, we're going to be diving into just breaking down the business and building up the business in such a powerful way, planning for 2026. But we've all taken on our leadership team that intimacy time, one-on-one, and just all by ourselves to focus on what is it really needed within each department. And we have some incredible ideas, incredible game plans. But at the end of all the optimism behind it, everything didn't go all sunshine and rainbows this year. And it's a testimony behind the business in itself, because we're not the only ones that have struggled. And if you have struggled this year, if it didn't go as planned or as highly successful as it normally has in the past, you're not alone. You're not alone. In fact, the economy softening up, the economy breaking down, the craziness in political stuff, the wildness going on behind the scenes in general, and just the frustration and pain of business and whatever you're doing for business, like we've all felt it. This year has been extremely eye-opening in many ways, and I just encourage you to not give up. That seasons will come and go, and this too shall pass, but do not give up. Do not give up, because you could be 3 feet from gold. And not to get you, screw it, I'll prophesy into it. In 2026, I truly believe for those who are prepared, that's a big key component with what I'm about to say. With those who are positioned and prepared, it could be, and it will be, the most incredible year you've experienced thus far. All the trials, tribulations, and energy efforts that you've poured into within your business, within your company, the last 12 months has been not unseen and not, shattered and broken down. For those who have given up and stood to the sidelines and said, I can't do it anymore. And for those who've been jumping all around, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you. If you are focused, laser beam focused, and you're dialed in, for those who are prepared and positioned, you will see incredible harvest, an incredible harvest take place next year. I truly believe that those who aren't prepared are going to have a hell of a roller coaster to go through. But for those who are prepared, there will be positioning and there will be opportunities that, if you're prepared for it, you can capitalize off of that opportunity. If you're not prepared for it, then the opportunity cost will be expensive to you. So what side are you going to be on is the question. See, 2025, there was a heck of a roller coaster for many of us. The market, the economy, the trust factor, the people aren't spending as much, people are bleeding more. It's just been a crazy season for so many out there. Trust me, if you're the one and only saying, no, that's not me, really ask yourself, we've still been completely blessed in so many ways. I don't want to joke around or kid behind it, but as far as our financial goals, our financial target, and our impact, that has spun around in not how we originally planned it. And it's not to say that anything was completely off, because it wasn't. It was just, there's many other things outside that the market is changing. The market is shifting a bit. And are you adapting with it is the real question. Because if you're not adapting with it, what got you here isn't going to take you there. it's important to realize they're going to have to backtrack and adapt with the ever-changing market. It's been a good run and a good ride for many, many of us for many, many years. But now is the time that there's been a shift for the last 12 months or even longer, that if you haven't started acknowledging that and seeing it, being outside of the business, working on the business, those of us that are working in the business, knee deep in the business, it's going right over your head. You're just getting more frustrated. You're starting to spin out. You're starting to burn out. That, my friend, is a recipe for disaster. And so when you get that 30,000 foot view of the business, because you're working on the business, not in the business, you can actually start seeing the market's changing. And if you are adapting properly, then you can see what's coming and you can start predicting, all right, where are we going? Where are we going with this? The more that I spend time with God and the more that I surrender and say, man, I don't have it figured out. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. And I give it up to him. There's more downloads. There's more provision. There's more breakthroughs of realizing like, there's a season here. And the season has already shifted. It's whether or not you're going to jump into that boat as it's already taking off the dock. Are you jumping in and adapting with the season? And if so, are you prepared for the crazy waves that are about to come? Because if you jump on the wrong boat thinking that it was something else, you're in a canoe going, through a crazy storm and some wild waves coming. Brace for impact. But for those who jumped in to something very powerful and they're ready to get that financial breakthrough and everything that they've powered through already, this, my friend, I truly believe you're going to walk into an incredible season coming up this coming year. And I'm predicting within the first 6 months. That's what I'm predicting. Not that I have a crystal ball, not that I've been wrong on so many things, but I truly believe that there's going to be some wild times ahead of us. So who's prepared? Who's prepared? All right. So write this down. If you have all the things that went well last year, write it down. All the things that didn't go well last year, aka this year, for 2025, make sure that you have that listed out as well. And let's start planning out, what is it going to take to make 2026 the best year of your life? The most incredible, the most fruitful, the most rewarding, the most impactful, the most spirited, the most spearheaded, like that you're taking territory. If you see it, you're taking it. I want you to really take territory in this year. There's going to be an incredible opportunity for so many of us. Are you positioned? Are you prepared for it? There's ways that you can capitalize off of this market and the craziness that could be coming up. And so we'll save that for another day in the future, because I truly believe there's some more wisdom getting pulled out from this season that we're walking into. And I want you to be prepared and positioned the way that God really speaks through me, and that you have that opportunity to capitalize off of it properly. But for everyone else that is not fully certain on that one thing that you need to break off and that you need to go all in on, this is specifically for you right here, right now, of realizing that time is passing. And if you keep on missing out on opportunities, like nothing's going to change. Change will always happen, but the change that you're looking for because of your lack of action, your inaction is holding you back, and the change is going to go in the wrong direction. The man or the woman that you're looking to become makes decisions quicker, faster, adapts promptly. So if you're going through something like we all are, it's okay. How do you weather that storm, and how do you prepare, and how do you make realistic income producing activities faster? Because the man or the woman that you've been called to be, put yourself in the shoes of you 12 months from now. This time, 1 year from now, how has life been different? Like, what has changed? Because if you're really honest with yourself, if a whole nother year goes by of the same thing that, it's not, I believe a lot of people are sleeping on what God has been trying to speak to you for a long time to jump off and do and have the boldness to get into. And so just praying courage for you to actually say, what is the worst case scenario? And will it be that bad? But will I die? But will I die? Will I not make it for some reason? Go all in on yourself, on your dreams, on your goals, on your financial future, because your family and your kids' kids, your finances, your future, like all of that stuff matters. And that's how the legacy and the generational wealth will start to take place. The more that you become and start making the decisions now in this moment, just as the same as the individual that you're looking to become 12 months from now, 5 years from now. What is that person that you are meant to become in the future? How would they make decisions in the future? Well, if they would say yes or go all in or do those things in the future, the way that they've become that is because they've started doing that now. And so start doing that now, becoming the man or the woman that you've been called to be. Taking action on saying yes to the things you know you need to do, and the distractions and BS and other things that are going to throw you off. Cut that stuff off, that nonsense off ASAP. Okay? All right, enough of my preaching on that. I want to make sure that for all of those people that are not taking action, and you need to take action, and whatever excuse you're giving yourself and rewarding yourself of, oh, well, this is bad here or something like that. It's not up to any of those other circumstances. It's up to you. Are you committed to doing and making this decision of what could truly give you breakthrough? I'd rather fail forward every single day and stumble and fall and break things but going forward each day versus being straight up and just, slow and steady moving my way through the maze. I'd rather just rampage through everything because I'll get there faster. It might be a bruised and beat up situation, but that's what life is. And the more that you get, intimacy time and one-on-one with God, it's, He's for you, not against you. Like, he'll speak life into you to be able to guide you and maneuver and give you words of wisdom and people around you to support you through that season as well. So I hope that resonates and is implemented within your life. With that being said, look, I'll make this short and sweet. Black Friday special, we never do it. I don't know if we'll ever do this again, but because you asked numerous times, this is what we're doing. Aged entities. There is a stigma out there that is crazy about aged entities. A lot of people put it on the pedestal and they charge $25,000 or $40,000. I've seen ones as many as $60,000. Number one, those are way overpriced. Number two, you're not going to be able to get 20, 30 million from it. Number three, does it help? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But it only helps if it's not used and abused. It's only been established. It's only been kept up with. It's going to be brand new for you, but to the banks, it will look as if you've been around for 2, 4, 5, 10 plus years. And so we have a selected market of guaranteed, never used, abused, blacklisted, no debt on it, none of that nonsense that people are getting screwed over with and paying $25,000 or $50,000 for. And guess what? For all brand new members, all right, for all brand new members, if you're serious, we are giving you until this Thursday, the 5th? No, it's the 6th. This Thursday, the 6th, we are giving you a ridiculously incredible offer that you can't resist. If you are jumping into our inner circle, we're gifting you and blessing you with an aged entity because we know it's going to help. But it does not help if you don't have the detailed information, the 45 metrics that we teach and we preach on that, like all the rules to the game. If you don't have the rules, if you don't know how to work it, then it's just a thing that you don't know how to actually put to work and get good use out of it. So if you're looking for hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'm talking up to 500,000 with rates as low as 0%. To be able to repeat it every 6 months per person and be able to really take incredible territory with the opportunities that are coming up this year in 2026, I believe there's going to be tremendous value and tremendous opportunities, and it will be an opportunity cost if you are not prepared. The best way that I can gift you and bless you to get you prepared is number one, join Credit Counsel Elite. Okay, join Credit Counsel Elite. And if you decide to move forward with our inner circle, which it's really only invite only, but if you're interested and you qualify, then you will have an opportunity, if you're doing so before this Thursday, December 6th, to be able to get a free entity that's worth up to $10,000 because we have it heavily discounted. You can get up to 10 years instead of paying $50,000 for some nonsense out there that you don't know how to use. We're going to gift you and bless you with an aged entity that will literally cost me up to $10,000. Incredible value for you to be able to help with all the information that we're teaching. So if that sounds good to you, then this is an opportunity of a lifetime that I will probably never do again because it's costing me a friggin' arm and a leg. All right. But what I know it will do for you is going to be incredible. It's going to help out tremendously. And so many members are coming in, they're paying the normal investment to get in. And then afterwards, they're paying even more to get these aged entities. I'm just going to hook you up and bless you so that you save money, you make money, and you are positioned and prepared to capitalize off of it properly. So all you got to do is literally go to our website. That's creditcounselelite.com. That's creditcounselelite.com. There's a quick video on there. You can watch that video. It's 5-10 minutes long. After that, you can book a call with us. Okay. And when you're on that call, you can literally just tell my assistants, hey, I heard the Black Friday special. I heard about the aged entity. I want to know more. Can I get in? What's the details? And if you qualify, then they will get you a one-on-one call with myself or one of our assessment coaches. But I'm doing my best to be able to vet you out properly. So it'll be a 20-30 minute call with myself, hopefully, to be able to make sure that you are a good fit for our community. And if so, then I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to hook you up and I'm going to bless you with an aged entity up to $10,000 worth of value. So you're not going to want to miss that. The other way, you could also just DM us on Instagram. That's Credit Counsel Elite on Instagram or Brandon Elliott Investments on Instagram, and literally just DM us and say aged entity, Black Friday special, podcast, Ready, Set, Go, real estate investing podcast, REI podcast. So, any of those things, we are here to serve you. We have real people in real places to be able to serve you. We have 29 employees. We've been doing this since 2017. We've helped out over 3,800 members. I'm here to help you as well and serve you. So we've been investing hundreds of thousands, by the way, this last year into our fulfillment department. It's only getting better. It's only getting more prepared and positioned for you to excel like you've never even seen before. I promise you that. So let nothing else get in your way. Get the tax benefits because it is all 100% able to be written off of your taxes if it's done within this next, month before 2025 ends. So take advantage of it. You get the tax benefits, you get our pledge, it's our guarantee. It's our pledge. We work with you until you're happy, satisfied, and a raving fan. So as long as you show up, you have the right mindset, you show up, meet us halfway, we will hold your hand and walk you through the process so that we are not enabling you, but we are empowering you how to do this every 6 months for the rest of your life per person. And I know we all have somebody in our circle. This is for you to be able to put on your mask first so that you can bless other people around you after. So if that makes sense, if you're interested in growing your business, scaling your business, getting massive amounts of funding consistently per person, this is for you. Check out creditcounselelite.com. Otherwise, DM us on Instagram, Credit Counsel Elite. And I would be blessed to be a blessing to you and get you this extremely generous, wild Black Friday special only because so many of you asked. Okay. Love you guys all so much. If you are not subscribed to Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast yet, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Do that. Do that right now. Stop what you're doing. Hold the flags. Everybody get to it. Hit that subscribe button. You get the newest notification every single Monday after listening to a few of those episodes. Leave that 5-star review. Even if you just listen to this one, fire, right? So leave that 5-star review. Love you guys all incredibly so much. So grateful. You are amazing. Keep it up. Let's make 2026 the best year yet. And let's look back at 2025. What went well? What didn't? How do we set ourselves up properly so that we can actually set up our financial future, our family, our finances for so much more to really crush it, right? And set ourselves up with true generational wealth down the road for our kids and our family, okay? Love you guys all so much. We'll see you on the next episode. Till then, next time, God bless. See you soon. Peace.
This has been another episode of Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast, brought to you by Brandon Elliott. For more information, please visit BrandonElliottInvestments.com. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Thanks again for joining. Until next time, God bless.